My name is Michelle Marcini, and I'm the principal color designer with the Color Concierge. Today we're doing a project spotlight on a Tudor-style home in one of Denver's oldest neighborhoods, and we're happy to show you this transformation today. The two paint colors that we picked for this house were CyberSpace for the timbers and all of the accents and the trim. And the reason we picked it is that it's a deep, dark blue-black color, and it's so beautiful with a really earthy brick like the one we have here. Accessible Beige is for the stucco. It has an LRV of 58. We thought it was perfect for this exterior because the sun in Denver is so very bright. As you can see, it looks more like a cream than a grayish. The reason we picked these colors is that they're both extremely earthy. CyberSpace is a dark blue that's incredibly neutral. It doesn't go warm, it doesn't go cold, it just stays in its lane, and I love it. Accessible Beige is the color that we picked for the white. I mean, if we would have gone with a really bright white like Greek Villa or even Alabaster, which is soft, a little bit softer, or one of those really bright whites like Extra White, it would have looked garish because you really need to have a much more muted color to pair with the brick and all of the other finishes. So those are some of the reasons that we picked Accessible Beige and kind of a modern twist on the theme with CyberSpace. When you're figuring out the placement for a house like this, usually there's the one stucco color and then the timber color and the accent color. And so the accent color is going to go on all of the timbers, on the roof line, the fascia, the soffits. In some cases, if you have window trim, they'll go around the window trim. In our case, the windows are embedded into the brick, so that's not really applicable. But we did use that color for the vents that are on the gables. And then when you look at the garage is painted that trim color. It's painted CyberSpace with CyberSpace trim, and then the timbers and the roof line are all CyberSpace as well, with Accessible Beige as the background. There's not that much you can do to alter the way the house looks, with the exception of paint. And something that we've been seeing in recent years is that people have been deviating from the classic white stucco with the dark brown timbers. And that's exactly what we did in this color scheme. We painted the timbers and all of the accents one color, which is what you do in this type of a house with this type of a color scheme. But instead of going with brown, we picked a deep dark blue. And the reason that we did that was that for some reason at some point in the life of the house, the homeowners stained the corners of the house blue. They used a brick stain. And that's not going anywhere. There's no way we can take it off. But the truth is they did a really great job. So we decided to use a blue for the timbers. And since the finishes are also earthy, we picked a really earthy blue. The front door of this house is absolutely beautiful. It's a wooden front door, and this was the original front door, so we decided not to paint it. Had we painted it, we probably would have painted it CyberSpace, which was the color of all of the accents. The side deck, which actually faces out to the front, is gray and it has blue undertones. So that was another reason that we picked CyberSpace as the paint color. Tudor-style houses are one of the most classic forms of architecture out there. They've been around since the Elizabethan era in England. But classically, what people do is they'll paint the stucco white with brown timbers. And that's the way it was in the time of Queen Elizabeth I. You see that a lot in England and even in the United States. But in this case, we wanted to add a modern twist. And we really brought this house to life